Hi, Karl of Halifax 57 Rescue here in Ottawa, and I'm here to visit the Halifax rebuild that's going on in Ottawa. And here is some of our parts storage area, and all of these parts will be utilized in the coming months. You can see the wing section over here. This is the trailing edge box section for the center section of the Halifax at Scott Knox shop. So that's going to be utilized very soon in the rebuild of the center section. Here's a main gear which we can use from the Hastings for the Halifax project. Here's a firewall for a Bristol Hercules engine, and you can't see it from your angle, but back here we have motor mount pipes attached to this firewall. So a lot of good parts here. This is just an ancillary storage area, and Scott Knox will utilize these when he needs them, as he needs them to do the rebuild. So we've got a wealth of good parts here, and now we're going to show you over here a little bit better angle of a main gear, wheel, brake, and tire for the Hastings. And these main wheel brakes and tires, the tires, we've got brand new ones. We don't need these, but brakes, brake shoes, and gear axles all right there. So I had to come out today to take stock of our parts here, and later on today we'll be going over to the rebuild shop at Knox Tech. And Scott will show us the exciting reassembly of the center section. And so I'm quite excited to be here in Ottawa and see all this. Then I will take all my reports, videos, and everything, share it with you folks, and share it with the directors of the Bomber Command Museum of Canada in Nanton, Alberta. And that's where we'll be doing the final assembly of a second Halifax for Canada. It's been a great adventure. We've been slowed down a little bit on the underwater recovery in Sweden because of COVID, but we're hopeful in the coming months that we can get back to that recovery. And while we're waiting for the recovery in Sweden to recommence, here's all of our treasures we'll be working on. So thanks for joining us, and let's go over to the rebuild shop and see Scott Knox and all of his good progress on the Halifax center section. Okay, so I've come here today. It's the last week in September. You and I are going to talk about all the progress your good team has made, and this is the port portion of the center section, but it keeps on going that way about another 15 feet. So can you tell me what would be the next stages and the next finesse details that you've got to do on this center section piece?
Right. Okay. As you say, this is the port side, and this is the top of the wing. What you see here is the top of the wing, and this is just a template for there's a crank that goes in here for the bomb crank, and there's 3 of these, one for each bay.
So right through here are the 3 bomb bay doors on a Halifax.
That's right.
Like, not only is there the main bomb bay, but on each wing root there are 3 small bomb bays.
That's right.
Added onto.
So that's the bottom of that's where the bomb bay is going to go. So basically, the camera is looking out the bottom of the bomb bay right now. So if you were a bomb, you'd be dropping that way.
Yeah, right.
So there's 3 of these. Yeah. So we basically this is the top of the wing. This is all going to be skinned. We have to take the parts that are back here, which is the other rear spar and the main spar, and we're going to make another one of these for a total of, as you say, 30 feet.
So this one is the port from the center line of the airplane out to the port wing, and there is the main sections, the main components for making the starboard.
That's right, for the starboard side, exactly. That's right. And connected here, that's the rear spar, and here, that's the front spar, would be the wing would continue, and that's the intermediate section, and then going beyond is
Right.
the wingtip.
So the intermediate wing is that chunk of wing between the inboard engine and the outboard engine, and that's not about 9 feet
That's
till
right.
you get to the next engine. Then beyond the outboard engine is another 25 feet of outer wing panel.
Exactly. So it's 103 feet, I think it is, right, in total. Yeah.
With the big
Yeah.
wingtips, yes, with
But-
the big wingtips.
But this is the heart of the wing. This is the backbone or the heart of the wing, right? The core of the wing, if you will, right?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so once the two pieces are together, it'll just fit into the shop. And we'll be able to do a test fit. So, as you pointed out earlier, this is the center of the wing right there. So basically,
Right.
if you see, yeah,
That's the exact center line of the fuselage
That's
right
right.
there. And then so as far as we've gone down to this, it goes out another 14 and a half to 15 feet that away.
that's right. And all those holes you see there, that's where all the splice plates are going to go to bolt the whole unit
Right,
together.
so the splice plate bolts through here.
That's right.
And then it bolts on the other side to put the two halves together.
That's right. And you can just see there's a couple of splice plates in position here.
Right,
And the reason why those bolts are yellow, because they're temporary. So they're just there holding everything together for now. Once the two units arrive out west, they'll get bolted together out west. So those bolts are just in there temporarily.
sure. Did you
So-
did you do a shot from up above shooting down on this on the stairs?
I have, but we'll do another one. Yeah. So, and just so for those viewers who aren't familiar, the wing is standing up on end right now, right? So on the right-hand side, that curve is the top of the wing, right? And what's missing here, of course, is the leading edge, which is the nose of the wing, and which would go down there. That's right. And then the trailing edge, which would go up there, which has the flap and everything attached to
So
it.
then you would have, beyond this main spar, you'd have a wing box going above, and then it's like this, and then the flaps tuck in behind there.
That's right. That's right. So, again, this is only a portion of the wing. There's still a lot more to come, right? And there's a lot of other parts that need to be fabricated and a lot of other parts. So you were talking about, or asking about finesse parts later on. One of the things we need to sort out is all the attachments for, you can't see it, I'll take a picture later on, but on the top of this, or at the back of this rear spar, there's no bracketry currently for the trailing edge. So that all has to get engineered and fabricated, all the attachment points. So that's going to be, and the same thing for the leading edge. We have to figure out how they're going to attach, where they're going to attach, and try to get as close to Halifax as we possibly can. So Karl, so here's the bottom of the wing, and you're in jail.
Okay, yeah. So this is, I'm on the upper surface of the wing, looking down, and this is in the bomb bay area of the aircraft?
Wheel well.
Okay, wheel well, so the gear goes up and in.
Yeah, it rotates this way.
Yeah. And comes in.
So
yeah.
the wheel basically rests
Yeah,
in this zone here.
right. And then further out, sorry, this is port. So
Yeah, so it's further in.
further in
Yeah,
this is where the wing bomb bays start.
that's correct.
And so if I'm the mechanic, I'm winching here to lift the bombs up into the bomb bay in the wing.
That's correct.
Not the bomb bay of the fuselage,
That's
but
correct.
the bomb bay of the wing. That was the unusual thing about the Halifax, is you had those extra 3 wing bomb bays on each wing. So that makes a total of 6.
Exactly. And there's the third. Oh, and this bay was the nitrogen bottles, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, nitrogen bottles, and as the gas was used up out of the fuel tanks, the nitrogen would go in and displace the gas fumes in the empty tanks. So if you took a shell or flak damage or a 20 millimeter cannon shell from a night fighter in a gas tank that was empty, it's better to have a gas tank that's empty, that's full of nitrogen gas, instead of 100 octane fumes.
Exactly.
So a fire-saving element of the Halifax.
Exactly. And just for the viewers, basically the donor wing was cut right about at this point here. That's the rear spar,
Yeah.
and that's down at the main spar. So it was basically severed right in this, well, right in this area here.
Right.
Yeah, and then, so this is all, a lot of this is new build. These two ribs are all new build.